Live one-on-one conversation, 30 minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comings with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K Ward coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Jazzie After Dark.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show, Artist Talk. I'm your host, Jazzie K Ward. Happy Monday to you. Did you have a great weekend? I see people coming in the room. What's up, JP Mac? I see Dr. Graham is with us tonight. My friend, Miss Jazzie Harris. Also, Rose Lady Edmond with the Jazz Lovers Corner. And if you don't know them, shame on you. If you don't know any of these people that's on a live tonight, and our special guest, saxophonist Mr. Eldon T. Young, shame on you. What's up, my brother Antoine Knight, saxophonist, is also with us. Hey, everybody, don't forget to go over to K Ward Radio, which is my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and share it with your friends, your family, your cousin and them, your auntie and them, everybody in them. Okay. My website is kwardradio.com. Make sure you subscribe. And if you don't, as we say on the show, shame on you. And so, see, tonight, what's up, Kevin? I have my, hat. I like hats. And Eldon T. Jones, this brother, he has a style, he has a swag. Have you heard him play the saxophone? So you'll see why I have the hat on tonight. So everybody, don't forget to go ahead and share the video right now for me. Let me know where you're watching from. And we're going to go ahead and kick off Artist Talk right now.
Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie K Ward.
Everybody, welcome back. Rose Lady, you said you were on the wrong page? Okay, that's okay. Hey, Sober Life. What's up, everybody? Mr. Gary Smoot is on the line. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Artist Talk. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I had a great weekend as always. It goes by so fast, but I've been anticipating this conversation with saxophonist Eldon T. Jones. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about our guest tonight. So he moves hearts through his profoundly genuine playing of a groove jazz styles. He's honored in Portland with his band In Touch. Now, he fell in love with music from listening to his uncles play the saxophone and his mother sing. He began playing the saxophone in his church and at Jefferson High School in Portland, where he won awards in classical and in jazz. Now, from there, he studied music at Mount Hood Community College, the pinnacle of jazz education in the Northwest. So Grover Washington Jr., Wilton Felder of the Crusaders, Kurt Whalum inspired some of his playing. So that will tell you why this brother has that it factor. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to Artist Talk, our special guest, recording artist and saxophonist, Mr. Eldon T. Jones. What's up, my brother?
Hey, Jazzie.
How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and have a conversation.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I could miss this.
So Eldon, I tell you, I see you, I see your swag, and typically I don't always throw on a hat, but when I said, you know what? I know he's probably gonna put on a hat, so that's why I put my hat on.
That's right.
It's that fall time of year. Do you like the fall?
I actually do like fall. It gives you a chance to, switch up to some of those fall outfits and so I kind of look forward to it.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, so how's the weather there in Portland?
Well, right now we're kind of in a heat wave. We were slow with summer starting, but we've had some weather really, extending into October, where we usually, this deep in October, is usually a little nippy outside, but we've been having some weather. It's like 80 degrees,
Wow.
So we've been having some really good weather. It's supposed to cool down next week. So I guess the real Portland with the rain will be back.
We'll be back. I'll always say this, the weather here in Alabama, it's very bipolar. I mean, like it's like 80 something. It was like maybe almost 80 today. And then tonight it's supposed to be like 40. And then, then you may get up the next day and who knows, it may snow. We don't get that much snow in Montgomery, but I've seen it snow here before in April.
Ooh, wow.
That's weird, right?
That's late.
That is late. So tonight I see people coming in the room. Hello, everyone. If I missed anyone, please don't blame my heart. I promise you. Please leave your questions and your comments for our guest. I promise you we'll do our best. I see Colleen, the Oddly Reed Band is here. My friend Mario, Dr. Graham, Gary, Rose Lady, Colleen. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'll see it again, hopefully. But so Eldon. So, just to kick off the show, I do this segment called The Real You. So it's just like 3 questions that, you know, your mind, your body, and soul. For us to get to know Eldon a little bit more outside of your professional music career, okay? So you don't have to be so serious about the questions. So some of them are fun. I think they're all fun, but some could be serious, okay? So my
Okay.
first question, it's been a while since I asked this one. Which would you rather have, a gold medal or the Nobel Peace Prize, and why?
Um, hmm. I think I'd rather have a gold medal.
Okay.
And
Why
the
is that?
reason why is because I love sports, So if I could get a gold medal and like for something like playing basketball, which I've always like fantasized that I was this NBA star,
Okay.
but it never happened for me at like 5'10".
5 for 10. So what's your favorite sport?
A basketball, definitely. I love football. Yeah, yeah. I played a little basketball in high school. Played played football. I didn't play football in high school because I was too small.
Which is, I got you. I like that. Okay, so my second question: what were you like as a kid?
Uh, my older my older aunts and uncles, they say I was kind of a curious kid, talked a lot, you know.
Okay.
Uh, I don't talk that much now. So, but I guess things can change. But they said
Yeah,
I was quite a talker.
that's true. Let me ask you: what do you wish you had an endless supply of, and whatever that something is, why?
Hmm, endless supply.
Mhm.
Huh. I'd like to have an endless supply of flight vouchers
Ah,
because I love to travel. So yeah, so if I could get flight vouchers all over the world all the time,
right.
I'll take that.
Okay, so that kind of goes into another question, which I'm just asking an extra question, y'all. So, what's your favorite place to visit in the world?
Um,
Do you have a favorite?
I really love I love traveling to Southern California. That's probably I like Vegas.
Okay.
Um, man, I like New York. It's
Yeah,
it's kind of hard. Once you get out and
yeah,
feel the dynamics of some of these places, it's like, you know,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a place that's out of the country that you would love to go to, or you have been to?
Um, I do. I love Mexico. I like
Okay.
going to Mexico. Um, that's probably, yeah, that's one of my favorite places to
Okay.
go.
So I think like on my bucket list, I really want to go to Switzerland. I mean, there's a lot of places I want to go, but I really want to go to Switzerland. So you give me one of those vouchers, those
Yeah.
traveling vouchers, Eldon, and then I can go.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you're asking me where I want to go, I'd
Okay,
love to
right.
go to Paris. I'd love to go to Paris.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I need another voucher then, Eldon.
Yes. Yeah.
I need another voucher. Well, good. Well, see, that's the real you. That wasn't too bad, was it?
No, it wasn't too bad.
That wasn't too bad. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everyone, again, our special guest tonight is recording artist and saxophonist Eldon T. Jones. Again, you can go to eldontjones.com. That's the website. He has a new project out, a new release, Captured by Love. I love anything with love in it. I just love love. You hear me say that, like I just love love. Okay, y'all. So everybody, for the sound of my voice on this live, make sure you go and download it. Do you have physical copies of this, or is it only available to download?
I do have physical copies of it. It's not being distributed. It's being distributed online mostly, but I sell the physical copies at my shows. And if someone
Okay.
like emails me or something, wants a physical copy,
Okay.
I can take care of that too. Yeah.
You can take it. So you heard what he said, ladies and gentlemen, right? So if you want a physical copy, should they email you, go to the website and just order it?
Yeah, just shoot me an email, and we'll set it up if they want a physical copy.
Okay. And
Mhm.
people always ask me, would you sign it as well, Eldon?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So see, he will sign it for you, everybody. So please go download, go get all his music. But he has a new release called Captured by Love. He's going to perform that for us tonight, so you don't want to miss that. So getting into the grime and the vibe of the show, Eldon. So I always start off with this question: when it comes to music and especially jazz, why should people care about jazz music?
Hmm. Well, I think people should care about it because it's a true American art form. You know, it's one of the few forms of music that's really been birthed here in this country, and it's a black expression. It's
Oh, yeah.
deeply
Mhm.
rooted in the black experience and expression.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back and look at the history and the origin of jazz music, I mean, jazz to me is if you even go back to like the early 1900s when you think about jazz music. I always said this, jazz music was that music. Well, some people looked at jazz sometimes I think a little bit as blues, because they thought, oh, you shouldn't listen to that. Or if you even know the history of like Dr. Martin Luther King, he loved jazz music,
Yeah,
but listen to it quietly because again, he was a pastor. He was supposed to be listening to gospel music,
right.
but they said he had his own little private section in his home where he would just listen to jazz music after church.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that sounds like me.
It sounds like you gonna say you ain't, shame on you. Shame on you for listening to that. So then that kind of goes back to, so did you grow up in the church?
I did. Yeah, I grew up in the church, but yeah, not only were we sneaking listening to all the jazz, but we was listening to J- uh, Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic, and all that. We was listening to soul. Yeah, just turn it down when you hear them coming.
Okay. So you were not a preacher's kid or anything like that. Were you a preacher's kid?
Well, my mother's a missionary,
Oh
and
wow. Okay.
yeah, and all of my uncles are preachers. All of her
Okay.
brothers,
Oh wow.
so I grew up, around it. The older people around me were in the ministry.
Okay. I was just going to say, are you Deacon Eldon T. Jones or no deacon on?
No deacon, no de- but hey, when I'm with the fellowship, I serve in any kind of way I can. So
Yeah. So, I was going to ask you when you were growing up, were you listening to jazz music in your home or was it just always like gospel music?
well, mostly when I was growing up, the music in the home was mostly gospel music, but uh, but my grandfather actually he was a saxophonist,
Wow.
before when he moved out west, before he became a deacon, he wa- he was a saxophonist. So would have conversation, even though most of the music played in the house, was gospel music, whatever.
Wow.
But Grandpa would have conversations with me, telling me about all the greats, Coleman Hawkins,
Oh yeah.
Lester Young, the guys
Mhm.
from his day, So
Right.
yeah, so yeah.
I love that. So would you say was your grandfather and your mom maybe instrumental in you pursuing a career in music?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think those my grandfather and my mother, those were some of the main people that really supported me and encouraged me in music. Especially
Okay.
since it came from them. So I mean, I would say I probably heard my mother's voice when she was carrying me, because she
Wow.
was one of the main singers at the church,
Wow.
and she also played. She was the church pianist,
Oh
so
wow.
she was always singing around the house. So I
Okay.
know I heard her voice, even before I was born.
Even before you were born. Do you have a favorite hymn or gospel song you remember uh, in the church, or that you maybe still play or sing today?
Oh yeah, yeah. I play "Amazing Grace" is one of my
Okay.
favorite songs. I play
I
that
like, yeah.
quite often.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't realize you have such a powerful, beautiful voice too.
Well, thank
And
you.
he really does, yeah. So I was gonna put you on the spot and just tell you to sing a little bit Amazing Grace, if you want to. If you want to.
Yeah.
But you all have to check this brother out. Um, so continuing on into your career, I was also reading about in high school. Tell me about in high school. Were you in is the In Touch? I know you performed. You started in 1995. So were you also in a band in high school as well?
Yeah, I was in a band. I went to Jefferson High School here in Portland,
Hmm.
which was a magnet for performing arts, theater, dance, and so I was able to just take advantage of just being in the presence of like professional musicians there that were on staff, and that was just such an awesome program,
Yeah.
and I was privileged to just be a
Okay.
part of it. Yeah.
Okay. So tell everybody again, everyone. Our special guest is saxophonist Eldon T. Jones. Go to eldontjones.com, which is the website. So tell me about the group In Touch. Are you still performing with them today?
Yeah, that's still my band. I still perform with them. I'm doing a lot of solo things these days. Also putting my name out there. But yeah, but I still perform with that band. I put that band together. Yeah, in the '90s, and over the years, it turned into a group where I could kind of like mentor other musicians coming in, and uh, giving them a safe place to like develop, hone their skills, and
Okay.
so yeah, so that's kind of been my baby, my way of kind of giving back and
Okay.
getting other musicians up there. So it's been some great, amazing musicians that have come through the band that have done some like wonderful things in the
Oh,
in the recording industry. So
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Could you tell us who those members are in that group?
Yeah, yeah. So my current members on bass is Tori Ward, and then Zach Polite plays keyboard. I have a guitar player named Jonathan Schuler, and then my brother Anthony Jones plays drums. But then there's also other drummers that are I consider part of that same family. Steve Holt, Charles Tellis. Um, and then some of the players that have come along over the years have Chris Turner, who's an awesome keyboard player. He's still here in Portland. He still plays with us. So I mean, like once in touch, you're always in touch. But he's one of the guys that was able to do some like amazing things. He's recorded and toured with Liv Warfield, and he's also
Okay.
performed with Prince, and
Wow.
just to name some. And then had a percussionist named Darius Fentress who came up in the band, and he eventually moved to Dallas, joined Fred Hammond's band, and
Wow.
recorded on all those major hits, with Fred Hammond and who else? My brother Anthony Jones, one of the most awesome drummers in our area, he's toured for years with Pink Martini, and he's
Oh,
recorded on several gold albums, and just had a measure of success in the
okay.
industry. That's just to name some.
It's just an insight. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. And moving forward, you have this, smashing new hit called Captured by Love that you're gonna perform for us. But what we want to do, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back and Eldon is gonna play that song for us, y'all. You don't want to miss this. So go get you some popcorn, come back on the show, and we're going to have a performance from saxophonist Eldon T. Jones. I'm your host, Jazzie K Ward. You are watching Jazzie After Dark Artist Talk. We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. This is Keith Dietman, independent recording artist here in Atlanta, Georgia. Have you had a chance to check out Artist Talk with Jazzie K Ward yet? If you haven't, I did, and I enjoyed it. I'm sure you will too. It comes on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live and on YouTube. And if you don't, mark it on your calendars, then shame on you.
Hey, welcome back to the show. We're talking with saxophonist Eldon T. Jones. So Eldon, this song, Captured by Love. Now, when I first heard this song, as I always say, who is this brother? Who is this guy playing this saxophone? So my first question about the song is, what is Captured by Love? What does that song mean to you?
I think when I got with Darren, we were trying to think of Darren produced and co-wrote "Captured by Love." We was trying to think of something that would kind of capture, the essence of like kind of who I am, And so we thought of some titles, after we started recording, playing with some ideas, and so after the song formed, it was like, wow, what is this song? What does it feel like? And so we started like kicking around like song title ideas, and after a while we both agreed that, man, love, and then you said we kind of tossed that around for a while, and then Captured by Love. So I was like, well, Darren, what do you think about that? He said, I like that. Yeah, that's what the song is saying, So
yeah, I love that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to keep you guys any longer. So Eldon's going to play this song, and you are going to be blown away. Again, EldonTJones.com is the website. Please go purchase, download it. You can also get a physical copy. He will sign a copy. So let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eldon T. Jones, and this is Captured by Love. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear the whole vibe of that saxophone, that song? Eldon, I love when I don't know what you call that, where it breaks down and it said dun 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 dun, dun. I don't know what you call that little breakdown there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's the chorus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
I love that. And, just doing some research on you too, Eldon, you seem like you love what you do. So how important is that?
I think it's very important, especially in music, to really love what you do. I mean, because the best way to really communicate something musically is to have a song in your heart. And so the first person that touches is yourself, and then you're able to deliver that, So I think I think it's very important to love music, not just look at it as a job or something that you do, because that love translates through your notes. That helps put words on your notes, and that's music is a language.
That's true.
So yes, and it also helps to develop a voice. Yeah.
And I always tell people that's one thing I love about jazz music. And don't get me wrong, I listen to it all, from gospel to trap music to jazz music. I just switch back, whatever, y'all. I just love music, right?
Oh yeah, me too.
So my niece and nephew, just like, Uncle Corey, all you listen to is jazz. And so when they get in my car and they hear something else, they like, Uncle Corey, you're supposed to be listening to no. So the thing about jazz music is that when it's instrumental like that, it allows me to be creative in my own mind and my own thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
When I think about Captured by Love, I can think of a lot of different stories or elements that I can think of that I can create. And I think that's what jazz music does.
Oh,
It gives you a whole vibe. It gives you a whole, I'm going to say, color. It has a lot of color and a lot of texture, I think, in jazz music. And you worked on this particular project with Darren Ron, right?
yes. Yeah.
So how did that relationship perform?
Well, Darren and I have known each other for a number of years. We both played the same saxophone. We played P. Marriott saxophones. So the same company sponsors us both, and we love their horns. P. Marriott, Hey, go if you're a saxophone player looking for a nice saxophone, go for the sound. P. Marriott. But anyway, so that's how Darren and I
Okay.
we met initially, and we just kicked it off from day one. You know, especially since we share the same convictions. You know, we both have a heart that wants to honor God and what we do, and so Darren and I we clicked from day one, and I've always respected him as just an awesome songwriter, producer. You know, really, he's probably one of the most successful producers in the genre of smooth jazz in particular.
Right.
And so we've worked together. We've had a chance to do some concerts here and there over the years, and share some ideas, but we never had a chance to like really like work on a level like a business level, as far as, you know, him actually like writing for me and me being involved with what it is he's doing. So Darren he has his own label, and he's released music on it, his own projects on it for years. And so, but he decided recently to just open it up to sign some artists, produce some artists. And I was somebody that was very fortunate to get the opportunity for him to sign me, to side two, and him for him to also just work with me as an artist. You know.
Okay.
So
That's great.
that's how that all came together.
You know, and again, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with saxophonist Eldon T. Jones. We're going to have a little bit more conversation with Dr. Chantel Graham. I see she is here with our health tip for mind, body, and soul. And also, I wanted to tell you something real quick. Eldon, you did, the closer I get to you, I think with LaShonda, the vocalist, you all did.
Oh yeah, with LaRonda Steele.
If I have time, y'all, I do want to play a snippet of that. And I was like, okay, Eldon, okay, this brother, he's good. Y'all did a wonderful job on that, by the way.
Thank you. You
really did. So we're gonna have a little bit more conversation, but right now, this is Mind, Body, and Soul with Dr. Chantel Graham, right here on Artist Talk.
It's time for Health and Wellness Check-In with Dr. Chantel Graham. Tips for the mind, body, and soul.
I'm still eating my popcorn. You said grab some popcorn. That's right there.
Dr. Graham.
Listen,
Linda.
I love a good hat now. You know, hats and headbands cure all kind of bad hair day weather. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. How are you, Dr. Graham?
I am good. Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. You had a great weekend?
It's always too short, but thank God I made it.
Yeah. Hey, did you enjoy Captured by Love?
You listen, I was in here jamming. I said I was looking for a saxophone. I didn't have one, so I just put my hat on and settled for that. So I'll find one somewhere.
I love it. So, Dr. Graham, we're always anticipating, we're waiting every week for this health tip or knowledge that you give us each and every Monday.
Well, I was thinking about it. We brought up something great last week. We talked about onions, and you sparked that little thing in me about how your parents used to put the onions on your feet and on your head to take the fever out. So I started thinking about feet. And you hear all these things about, can you detox through your feet? If you go online, everybody's selling these little pads that you can put on the bottom of your feet to detox. Well, let's think about feet in general. Keep in mind, what are feet? The purpose of your feet: stability, balance, and the shock absorbers. Now, your body has around 206 bones for us regular people. Some have extra pinky, extra toes. We're not talking about that. You realize that the bones in your feet make up over 25% of that. Each foot has 26 bones in it. Okay? So then there comes this thing where, can you detox through your feet? Can you not detox through your feet? There's no real science behind that. But then let's just put a little common sense factor in. Your feet have over 7,000 nerve endings down there. Okay. You have over 250,000, a quarter of a million sweat glands in your feet. The average person can sweat about 4 to 6 ounces from their feet.
Wow.
Which is a lot. So I think when it comes to this whole thing with detoxing from your feet, would I tell anyone to go buy those detox pads? I would say absolutely not, because they say, oh, if your feet detox, it'll turn black, and that gives you a sense that it got. But it can be anything that turns that stuff black. It could be just your sweat. You don't know what they put in there. If you want to detox from your feet or give yourself a good relaxation from your feet, do foot baths. Epsom salt is great. Why do we like Epsom salt? Because it has magnesium in it. Remember, magnesium is the 4th most important mineral in your body. Why? It reduces stress and anxiety, and it helps you sleep. Then we get into this thing about reflexology. That's the old Chinese medicine. Is there some truth to it? I do believe that it actually does make sense. They say each foot represents certain parts of your body. So when you think about your left foot, you're supposed to have different pressure points on there that would relieve things from your stomach, from your kidneys, from your lungs, from your colons. On that right side, it helps with liver detoxification and gallbladder and stuff like that. Soak your feet, yes. Get foot massage, yes. But take care of them toes, because we come that bad part when you got the heel spurs. Do you get that shaved down if it hurts? Absolutely. Them bunions. And I know we all love them cute shoes. We love the cute shoes, but them bunions, people, get the bunions checked out. Because remember, the worse they get, the better you're going to be as far as developing more arthritis in your older age. People had them toes like they've been grabbing on stuff. Yeah, you see them bad toes, they don't cut them toes. So you got to get that stuff taken care of. So keep in mind, your feet is very important. Mm-hmm. And you cannot detox from your feet naturally, but you can help your body. Remember, when your heart and your mind are as in need, it takes away from the furthest thing away from your bodies, with your toes and your feet. So when people go, they say, oh, I'm going to get frostbite. Your feet get cold first and then your hands. So your body tries to feed the heart and brain, so it takes away from that. You got to keep them feet good. Notice that people that have heart issues, their feet swell first because it's further away. So do the detox as far as getting a nice massage. Now, there's going to be some contraindications to that. If you have gout, do not get feet massage or reflexology. If you have blood clots, do not. Why? Because what that motion does and that relaxation does, it helps break down your circulation. So if you have a blood clot there, it can force it to travel in different parts of your body. We don't want that. So again, you know how I feel about going to the doctor to get them feet checked out. But what doctor do we not see? We don't see Dr. Google. We do not go to Dr. Google. That's so, right. Again, can you detox from your feet? It's still in the air. Can you cannot? But it does make sense. I say give yourself some nice foot baths. Get some nice. You can even do baking soda. That's always a good detox. Baking soda, Epsom salt, even apple cider vinegar. And remember, watch out for that fungus too that comes between those toes. You don't like those fungus things coming around.
That's right. And tell us about, that's even more great. That goes into a segment about your book, Nia the Germinator, which I love the book.
Always there. She fights those 4 germ brothers. I'm in the process now of getting my nonprofit started called Win-Win, what is next. And we're going to attack the disparity in healthcare amongst us Black and brown people. We are neglected. We're not treated as a whole. They treat signs and symptoms. They want to feed us pills really quick. But there's other ways of treating us. So we got to get that out there and just look at, we want to be treated fair. We don't want to be special, but right. Just fair. Just fair.
Yeah. And let people know, Dr. Graham, how to contact you and where to find you.
Graham at The App Life, my website, theapplife.info. Social media, Dr. Shawny, DRSHONY 0730.
We love you, Doctor. And Dr. Graham, we always have to ask you this question. Can we get Captured by Love played in the OR?
I already went on the website and got it going already. Tomorrow we're going to be jamming to that. Hey. Then you got to do the shoulder roll, but you can't do nothing else because now I'm stir. I can't put nothing on, so I got to just do the little shoulder roll.
Hey, we do it. Dr. Graham, can you stick around for the rest of the show?
I am here. I am here for the rest of it.
As always, Dr. Graham, thank you so much for your health tip, and we'll talk real soon.
We sure will. Take care, everyone. Put my
head. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show, Artist Talk. Dr. Chantel Graham. Eldon, did you, learn any kind of health tips about taking care of your feet?
Yeah, you better take care of your feet. If you don't, it's going to catch up with you.
Yeah. And I'm sure that's very important, especially for someone like you that probably always on your feet, traveling, performing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, are back with our special guest right here on Artist Talk, saxophonist and recording artist, Mr. Eldon T. Jones. His latest release, Captured by Love, which is available now on available on all major stream outlets. But you can also go to the website and you can order a direct copy from him himself. He will sign the copy for you as well. So, Eldon, back to tell us, Captured by Love. But before we get into that, you also did a song I want to play that I thought was a beautiful rendition. I'm asking my producer, do we have that song? Because I want to play just a snippet, a little bit of that song, Chef D. Do we have that song? Pull it up for it. I want everybody to hear this song. The closer I get to you, that Eldon.
Tell myself that we could never be more than friends. And all the while inside I just the way you make
Okay, Chef D. So where were you when you were where was that performed at?
That was one of the more popular jazz clubs in Portland called the Jack London. It's downtown. Yeah.
Okay. Do you like
That was a
singing?
That was a Valentine's Day show.
It was a Valentine's Day. Wow, beautiful. Do you like singing?
Oh, I love singing. Yeah. Any chance I get to sing, I sing. I sing at most of my own shows as well. So yeah.
Okay. I love that. So what do you, in this business, you make this the way you play, and even when you were performing Captured by Love, I mean, you could tell you were having a lot of fun. You make it look so easy, but being in this business, in this music business, I'm sure it has its challenges and its ups and downs. How has it been for you to get your music even played or heard on radio?
Yeah, it's definitely there's definitely some challenges in that. It's quite an investment, and for one, to do it right, and so, but even after you invest, you do the best that you can, and you put it out there, and it's up to the people. If they like it, it's up to the radio programmers. If if it fits in with what they're trying to do, over the years, I put music out there, but I just started probably since 2015, started getting in some pretty good rotations on the radio. I did this project called Be Speak Love, and it was a compilation album, but it encompassed like singles from like some of the top artists in our area. And so I had a song called Love Will Find a Way that I contributed to that project.
Oh yeah.
And so that project, it got pretty good radio play, so that was kind of like me testing the waters out again after releasing stuff and then holding back, and and so that project that did pretty good, and so that kind of propelled me to just start releasing music, just put it out there, and just let the chips fall where they may. It's challenging, it's an investment, but I think the proof is in the pudding. It eventually, if you got the cream, it's going to rise to the top.
That's right. That's right. So, like, what's your creative process like when you're writing, like for new music?
Hmm. Well, for me, when I'm writing, I think the best way for me is like when things come to me, you know, and then as things come to me, then I kind of write with that. But whenever it seems like whenever I sit down though, like with the intentions of writing, it seems like I seem to kind of struggle with that. But
Okay.
like music is always in my head. It's something that I wake up with, I hear all
Mhm.
day, I lay down, and so there's things that, sometimes it's other things that other musicians have done that might trigger something in me. Sometimes it's just uh, seeing, going for a walk,
Oh yeah.
looking outside, and
Right.
music, nature brings a lot of creative ideas to
Yes.
you. I'm the kind of like uh, writer. I feel like I need help. I need help from like what's in me and the things around me. Some people, have like they have formula. They have a formula that they have down, that that's their approach to it, and and they can just sit down with the intent, of creating for, but for me, I guess it's a little different.
Okay. I love it. So who are some of your musical influences that you have admired, and who is somebody that you in the future would like to work with?
Oh wow. Hmm, I have so many. I have so many artists that inspire me. As far as saxophone players, Grover Washington Jr., Wilton Felder, those guys, those are some of my heroes. They've passed away. But Kirk
Right.
Whalum is someone that I've definitely admired over the years. And if if I ever got a chance to work with Kirk Whalum, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
But also some of the great writers that write songs that just kind of that move me, like
Mhm.
Stevie Wonder. It seems like, and also like Burt Bacharach. It
Oh
seems
yeah.
like those guys, like
Mhm.
they just know how to write music that
Mm.
just captures people's hearts.
Right.
They just still have hits probably every decade until
Yeah.
until they leave here.
Right. And
So,
I
so
think
I would love to work with any of them as
right.
well.
I think that goes for the same as your music too, Eldon. When I listen to your music, especially like T's Jam, the song that we played when we first came on the show, but that Captured by Love, I am so looking forward to your continued growth and what we hear from you because Captured by Love, you know how you can listen to a song, even us, even like the song you did, The Closer I Get to You. As old as that song is, it still resonates to today.
Oh
And
yes.
Captured by Love, your latest single, I promise you, 20, 30 years from now on the jazz one, people are going to still be playing this song.
Thank you.
People are
I,
going to
I received that.
people are still going to be playing this song, I promise you. And everybody, again, eldontjones.com is his website. You can purchase, can they still get some of your music like In Touch With, All My Heart, Love Will Find a Way? Can they still
They can
get that?
still get those. Yep, yep. If they go to the website, it'll show where to get. But if you even like even if you Google search, you can find music that I've done, or even put in hyphen touch. That also will pull up the music that
Yeah.
I've recorded with the band as well.
Yeah. So I like when you said you wake up to music. And, again, even through the pandemic, I think we needed music even more during that time. Everybody was home, everybody was in the house, gave people a lot of times to do. Just listen to music, especially somebody like me that also loves music. But we know music is healing, but what does music heal Eldon from?
Hmm. Music, music heals me like from. It seems like from everything. It
Yeah.
seems like music to me is like a life source. you know. So I mean, for whatever, you know, it's you know, if I had a bad day, you know, if something happened, you know, if I got into an argument or something, which I try to avoid those type of things,
Right,
or well, let's say disagreement or
right.
something. You know, there's all kinds of things that can take your day down, or cause you to lose focus here and there.
That's right.
But for me, like music is always the place, that I can go to, that really like helps me, get through anything that I'm
That's right.
that I'm going through. If I'm down, if I'm sick, if I, just need to be encouraged, you know, um, I pick up my own horn and play.
That's right. That's what.
Yeah.
So Eldon, can you share? So I know your latest single, "Captured by Love," is on the charts, and we need to push this song, y'all, to get it to number one, nominated for a Grammy as well. So what can we do to continue to help support your music?
Yeah, well, actually, you can if you can call in the radio stations and request some of my music, "Captured by Love." I also have T's Jam. Both songs are still being played, and also look out for new music that I'll be coming out probably first quarter. I'm working on more music with Darren Ron and Side Two. So it's just the beginning, God willing, of me just putting out more and more music. So just follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify,
That, right.
and tell other people.
That's right. That's what people need. If we would start telling people, having more of those conversations, about music. I don't know, Eldon, if you remember. You remember those commercials? I think they were back maybe in the 80s or 90s. I think they were about slow jams. You remember when they would have the info commercials? And the
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
would go, "Hey man, hey, listen to this CD." He said, "Oh man, I need to borrow this." And he said, "No, my brother, you got to go on."
Right, yeah.
Same thing, right? Music,
Oh yeah, yeah.
So when you have that next event, that next little social gathering at your house, put on "Captured by Love," so people can say, "Man, who is that?" Man, that's Eldon T. Jones. Like, yeah, you need to get a copy of that. That's right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Eldon, this says again, my brother, thank you so much for coming on the show. Would you please come back on the show
Oh, absolutely.
when you
Yeah, for you,
when
Jazzy, absolutely.
I
And man,
appreciate it.
I just want you to know I really appreciate the invite to be on here, and I
Oh,
appreciate just playing my music at the station,
oh,
supporting me, man. Man, it's a blessing. I
yeah.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome, my brother. I wanted to ask you this before we let you go. What about are you going to release any kind of, with the holidays coming up, any Christmas music? Do you have a Christmas song?
I don't have a Christmas song, but I have some Christmas ideas.
Okay.
If I wasn't so busy, I probably would. But I have some. I have so much. I have events coming up. Then I'm working on a new song to be released the first quarter, and then I also I'm doing a Christmas gospel Christmas special with the Oregon Symphony and the
Oh, wow.
Northwest Gospel Choir, and so I'm working with that group. I'm doing some leads with that this year. So I got so much on my plate. Maybe next
Wow.
year I'll be able to get to a Christmas
Okay.
song. But
Yeah.
so
So, Kenneth even said, he said, "Well, we need you on watercolors on Sirius XM." Yeah, we do.
ah, that would be great.
That would
Let
be.
them let them know.
Let them know. Hey, y'all just email. You can get on Facebook. They got a Facebook page, and just email us. So I would like to hear Eldon T. Jones and so many of these indie amazing artists that have been featured on this show. And I know some of them are being played on watercolors, but I mean, I know there's a lot of politics. I'm sure that comes with a lot of a lot of things, but there's no reason why Eldon T. Jones and so many others are not being played on. But you know what? It's down the pipeline. It's coming, and that's
Yeah.
why Eldon T. Jones has that it factor. My brother, it's been great. Can you stick around for
Yes.
1 minute for me? Okay. Hey, everybody, another great conversation from our special guest, Mr. Eldon T. Jones. His latest release, Captured by Love, is his latest single. T Jams is also available. And you need to check out his release from 2015, Love Will Find a Way, on Be Speak Love is also available. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Don't forget to go over to kwardradio.com. It's my YouTube channel. kwardradio.com is the website. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. If you don't, shame on you. Shame on you. Any artists that would like to send me information, my information is listed there. If you any support the show, PayPal, Cash App, all that jazz is right there. Join me each and every Saturday on 90.7 FM WVAS, Alabama State University. I won't be there this Saturday, but you can still listen to the station, y'all. So I'm sure someone else will be there. I won't be there this Saturday, but if you would like your music featured on the show, interviews on 90.7 WVAS, just shoot me a message, and hopefully we can get your interview on 90.7. My friend Gary Smoot, yes, I was sending you a message and I started doing something else. Thank you so much, my friend. So again, check out Eldon T. Jones. Thank you again, Dr. Chantel Graham. Thank you, Chef D. Thank you, everyone that's in the comments. For those who go back and watch the replay, if I missed you, please don't blame my heart for that. I appreciate you each and every Monday right here on Artist Talk. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Remember, make sure you take care of yourself and be kind to others. And we'll see you next time. But don't forget, EldonTJones.com, Captured by Love. That's his latest single. We'll see you next time.
Artist Talk.